Olá pessoal, um curso nos Estados Unidos pode abrir as portas para você desse país em termos imigratório e também fazer com que você entre com tudo no mercado de trabalho americano. Sim, isso é possível, mas você precisa definitivamente de um guia, de algo profissional para te ajudar nessa caminhada. E por isso o vídeo de hoje vai trazer todo o passo a passo desse processo. Fique até o final e por isso hoje nós temos uma convidada muito especial. Esse vídeo vai ser todo em inglês, então eu peço que você ligue aí, ative a dublagem automática do YouTube para não perder nenhum detalhe dessa conversa. Vamos lá! Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Vandrey Pereira, I'm a journalist, and in today's video we're going to navigate in the US academic system, which I know it's hard to understand, but we are here to help. And as I said, we have a very special guest today. I'm just gonna bring her to the table. But listen, one wrong move with your F1 visa, with accreditation, with timing, can derail your entire future as a student. That's why we joined us with Birgit Daniel here. Birgit, how are you doing?
Muito bom, obrigada, Vandrey. É um prazer estar com você.
Muito obrigado pelo português. We're going to do this conversation in English, as I said. I know how hard it is to make this move from a different country to US. And Birgit Daniel is CEO of Connexus. Connexus is the leading authority in academic consulting, specifically tailored for F1 students, for you, an international student. And my first question for you is, why is it so hard to understand this academic system?
Well, I was an international student myself, coming from Germany to the United States.
So it's a story, right?
It is a story. Everything always starts with a journey and with a story where you struggle and you overcome and you realize it doesn't have to be that way. How can it be easier? And I realized as an international student, I had to struggle with having to go to classes, having to pay for very expensive tuition. And then on top of that, oh, now I have to maintain a status. How do I do that? Oh, well, you can be a student. Okay, yes. Is that a scary thought? Have you all thought it is scary to study in the United States? I have to. I really have. And I looked at the curriculum thinking, am I going to be good enough? Am I going to be understanding all this? And took the first step to say, you know what? I believe in myself. I'm going to believe in myself. And that first step led to a leap. When you realize I can do it. And with hard work, it was very hard. And that is where Connexus was born out of, this passion to realize there has to be an easier way. And there is an easier way, because when it comes to our future, we want to have a strategy. And that's where Connexus comes in. We build a strategy, building block, step by step, your academic journey, to make your American dream come true, like I have.
Yeah, you said something very important, affordability, because we know how expensive are most of the programs here in the US. So let's talk about the major news you are about to tell us. There's a very new program with Baptist University of America that fits the budget of the people and they can take this program.
Well, first of all, we're very grateful to Dr. Abraham Jacques and Dr. Rusty Waller, who are at the Baptist University of Americas, to discuss with us the opportunity to open their doors for the immigrant community to create a program together that is accessible and that is affordable and that offers that flexibility that we as immigrants need. And it's called the Global Pathways of Bachelor in Business with an AI concentration. And how exciting is that to actually have a concentration that is the future? And that's why we want to provide that to the immigrant community. Another stepping block, another stepping stone for a great future.
And why this program, AI program, is so important to gain experience here in the US?
It is the future, right? But then we look at where is it taught? And the Baptist University of the Americas is located in San Antonio, Texas, just an hour outside of Austin. And if you know a little bit about the geography of Texas,
I do.
right? You know very well, right, Vandrey? And then you see how it's becoming quickly the fastest tech hub, growing tech hub in the United States, where all the headquarters of many headquarters of the Fortune 500 companies are moving to. We have Oracle, we have Dell, we have Tesla, and we have talks of SpaceX also moving their headquarters to Austin. And that is a great opportunity for our students studying at the U.
I can say to you, I've been in San Antonio a couple of times. It's a beautiful city with that canal crossing the downtown area. It's definitely beautiful. And now we can say that it's Silicon Hills, right?
It is called Silicon Hills for good reason. Yes. And we are right outside with our university of that incredible opportunity that.
So it's very strategic for the students, right, Birgit?
It is a strategic location. And that's why we want to set our international students up for success. And I know we mentioned affordability, and everybody is wondering, what does affordability look like? Can I afford it too? And that's why we had extensive conversations to make it affordable at $500 a month installments. And you probably wonder, does affordable mean I can afford it too? Yes, you can. At $500 a month, monthly installments that you can pay every month, you can afford a quality program, a bachelor in business with AI concentration outside the fastest growing tech hubs in the United States.
That's amazing. Let the people know how, in general, how much will be a program in the United States. You can pay like...
Yes, hundreds of thousands, right? And that gives you that flexibility. And I mentioned earlier, there will be the work and study component. What I mentioned when I said how important it is to apply what you learn, you have that opportunity, because that bachelor in business with AI concentration is CPT, OPT eligible. Now you might wonder, what is CPT? So CPT is the curricular practical training, which is part of the curriculum that you are studying, which I just find so exciting, because that means you apply what you learn right then and there. And OPT is the optional practical training, which is after you graduate, you get to continue working, oftentimes at that company that you already started your CPT. So it is a pathway towards that future. And why is it so exciting? You have the potential to work in companies that anyone would dream of, right outside the doorsteps of your university.
This is what I said before. You can jump from the university straight to the to your job, to your dream job.
Yes,
and,
correct.
And right here in US, this is so important, because since you are in a very good university program, the companies will love to have you, right?
I was lucky to be hired by the university that I was attending, thank God. But oftentimes, had I had that opportunity of a CPT, it would have accelerated my career. It would have made my struggles a lot easier. That's why I'm so excited to bring that to you and to everyone, because it will just set you up for success for your future. And I had struggles, when I was, working at the university. It was not related in any way, shape, or form to what I was studying. I had to pave that way myself. And to be able to have that opportunity to say, I'm studying at the Baptist University of Americas in the Global Pathways program, which is specifically created for international students, it's going to carry a lot of weight. And it's almost like the CPT interview. It can be looked at your future employer. That is what we're doing. We work hard, we believe in ourselves, and we're being equipped to take ourselves towards that American dream.
For people who don't know the Baptist University, what you can tell us? Because people most of the time think about the big names.
I'm so glad you're bringing up that
Yeah.
question because many think Harvard and Cornell and Berkeley and Yale and all these big names
Where do you spend a lot of money?
where you spend a lot of money,
Yeah.
and you're thinking about looking at universities like EUA that offers a quality education, quality that is affordable. But not only that, it's personalized. And we're looking at, when we've been at the campus, we've spoken to the professors, we've spoken to everyone in charge of that program. There's passion, there's dedication, there is an absolute supportive environment where you can thrive. And in fact, there are students from over 25 countries studying at EUA. And that's why this program is so special, because it is built for international students to succeed.
Right, it's an amazing environment, right? With 25 different countries, guys.
Exactly. And then it's
Yes,
1 hour
it's amazing.
outside of Silicon Hills. It's almost like, is this a dream? No, it's your American dream.
If I am an international student, how will Connexus work with me?
For us, it's very important to get to know your story, get to know everyone's individual story. There are deadlines involved. There are many times different scenarios. That's why we have our personal consultation where we speak to you and we find out exactly what it is that you're looking for. What is your academic highest completion? Is it high school? Is it a bachelor's degree? And we understand, you know, how did you come to the United States, right? And what are the deadlines? Are you a visitor? Do you want to better your life now? Do you see the programs and the opportunities that are offered here? We can help navigate those deadlines. So that consultation results in the academic journey that we're preparing. And oftentimes, right, there are immigration attorneys also that refer to us. We actually work with a very large, extensive referral network of immigration attorneys too. So we speak to them as well, make sure that we are in line. So it's a team effort, it's a team strategy, and that academic journey is being prepared as part of the consultation. And of course, that it doesn't end there. We're going to help complete all the documents, make sure everything is in the right order. Documents have to be translated, transcripts have to be evaluated. There's always deadlines that come when we're talking about admission.
How long can it take?
Well, it depends. We've had,
Depends on the program, right?
Nexus takes care of it. We can get admission, depending which program, a week, up to 3 weeks, depending. But then we're talking to students, it can take months. So that's why we are talking about, you do not have that time to try yourself when you are this close to an expiring deadline. So we have many strategies, and we've had also immigration attorneys come to us and say, my client's I-94 expires in a week. What can you do? And we have solved that as well. So there is a solution to everything. We will not stop until we solve it. And there are many different scenarios. We're looking at change of status. We're looking at initial F1 when they're coming from their home countries. What happens if they fall out of status?
Exactly.
It would be
It's terrible.
reinstatement. We help with that too. Because the university admission is always the first step. But that has to be very strategic. And that's when it comes to reinstatements. We often work with immigration attorneys as well to identify the right programs to create that academic journey and a solid path towards the future.
Birgit, just let me understand. If I'm looking for an international program, what kind of skills do I have to do to apply for?
That's a very good question, Vandrey, because we are looking for people who are willing to take that step of courage, who are hardworking, and that is all that it takes ultimately to make it. Of course, there are requirements. Completed high school is one of them. And also for that particular program, there is an English proficiency that is required. we usually recommend the Duolingo, and we can drop a link as well to make it easy. It is the most affordable English proficiency test out there, and the score is 90 to be admitted.
Okay, so you can have a score from Duolingo from.
Correct.
Oh, awesome!
But there's good news.
Yeah.
Let's say sometimes 90 people are let's say you're almost there, right? At 90, you're like maybe let's say 85 or 80. Like, oh no, I'm not there yet. There's absolute an opportunity there, because we did speak to EUA about that. How can we build a stepping stone? And at 75, the Duolingo score, there will be a conditional admission. And that's part of Connexus's academic journey as well, where we say, let's get the conditional admission and then work on a pathway towards improving that English proficiency. And it's already there. There is no previous knowledge required on AI or business or anything. The foundation is being built that way. So, and I've looked at the curriculum. It's incredible, Vandrey. Absolutely incredible. If I could, I would take it. Absolutely
I
would.
would too.
It really, you have that foundation because it's a faith-based program. So it is, the university very much believes in building character, in building that courage from the inside out, and everyone attending there is going to receive that support that they need to succeed.
Birgit, for anyone who thinking applying for this program, what is the best time of the year to do so?
For this particular program?
Yeah.
Well, Vandrey, the best time is now. Why put it off if you can do it today? Because there are open applications right now, and anyone at any time will be able to apply. We do prefer professionals, working professionals for this program. It's a serious program, right? Because it sets you up for success. And any questions, contact Connexus. We're going to look at deadlines as well, because many of your listeners are in their home country still. And we will be able to position them for the right starting semester, because there are limited spots. This is a program that is very high in demand. I was about to
tell you, yeah, it's a limited spots, right?
It is, yes. But depending on where you're from, if you're here in the United States already, we will be able to position for a semester as early as the fall semester. That's when the program is being launched, or even for the future semesters in the spring, if it's your listeners in Latin America.
Latin America, okay. So if you guys have any question, just as Birgit said, just leave in the comments below. All the information is right here on the screen, and also on our description in this video. We're talking more about Brazilian guys who are in Brazil or whatever they are. Even in Europe, there's a lot of Brazilians, right? But if you are in a different part of the planet, like Asia or different continents.
Yes, there are, because we have to look at, for example, one thing I wanted to say as well, there's a team at Connexus that speaks Portuguese as well, Spanish, right? So we have all the language support that is needed as well to create that academic journey, because we do work, as you say, with the whole world, and the whole world has different needs. When we're looking at, we call it different corridors, right? We have Latin America, but then we also have Asia, and we have Africa. And if we're looking at Asia or Africa, the MOI, or the mode of instruction, is in English. So they are coming to the United States. Often they already have the English proficiency. And for that, we have day one CPT and OPT master's degrees or doctorate degree programs as well. I explained earlier CPT, curricular practical training, where the work experience becomes part of the curriculum at the university. And OPT, the optional practical training after graduation. And many from Asia or even Africa, right, they're choosing STEM programs, and STEM stands for science, technology, engineering, and math, because it does give them an opportunity of OPT of up to 3 years after they graduate. So we get many times, we work with immigration attorneys as well that represent their clients that are filing also for different visas. There are professionals, we're talking EB1, EB2 visas. So we are identifying here Connexus, the academic pathway and the journey, how that looks like for that professional. Is it going to be a master's degree in data science? Is it going to be a master's degree in computer science? Or whatever the right pathway will be, what university, what is the tuition? And we talked about that earlier, Vandrey. Our programs here at Connexus do not break the bank. We do not like that. We are looking to bring affordable quality programs. And even those programs where we're looking at $6,900 a year for a master's degree, day one CPT. So we are talking affordability. And that's really where Connexus comes in, because we want to make sure when you contact us that you can afford the program. And that's key. Of course, in education, we're looking at it's an investment in your future. But we have worked very hard identifying the most affordable programs.
Very good. When you say hybrid programs, it's important because people need to work too, right? But there's a different program. Sometimes you just do something totally in person or totally or half or...
You're making a really good point, Vandrey, because it's not like, as we say, a one size fits all, right? Everyone has different needs and requirements. So there are programs that are in person where you go to the campus and you study, and we offer those as well, right? But then we have what we call the hybrid programs, which are where the work experience becomes part of the curriculum.
So you need sometimes to work
correct.
And also to students.
And it takes professionals, obviously, to be part of a hybrid program. So the online part is, part of the curriculum, and so is the working part as well. But there comes also the in-person component too. So when you're working as part of study, that becomes your study, right? And that's kind of how we look at when I talked about my personal story too, right? How applying what you learn is so powerful. And that's what is that great opportunity for hybrid programs for those professionals, because they can accelerate their learning while they are working, apply it while they are taking their classes online, and of course then there are the intensive courses too, which they will attend in person on the campus.
Yeah, you're going to gain experience for real.
Yes.
Yeah, you're going to study and apply it by the next day.
It's like the best of both worlds, isn't it, Vandrey?
Yes. Yes, it is. Okay, I know a lot of people who are here for years just studying English to maintain their F1 visa instead of doing something so much more productive.
Well, and we talked about this earlier. Everyone has a unique journey and everyone has a unique story. But let's say, yes, there are some who are studying at English schools for many years now, and they're thinking, what else can I do? Can I step out of that into a solid ground, right? And that's where we come in, because we are offering those bilingual programs, not only Portuguese, but also Spanish. And, there are so many opportunities and programs. I shouldn't say so many. I mean, there's limitations, right? But they are there. And Connexus can pair and can match you with the most suitable program. And we're constantly looking to partner with universities that will offer bilingual programs, that will offer that affordability. So from Connexus, you'll hear it first when there's a new program to be launched to help our immigrants come to solid ground, especially building up their English proficiency.
Okay, thank you very much for your time and valuable information, so people can get in touch with you as soon as possible and they can get ready for that. Sometimes you don't feel you are ready, but you can contact Connexus, right?
Absolutely.
And understand if I can apply now or I can apply next year. How can they do this?
Actually, we would love to hear all of your stories. It's the most important thing if you tell us a little bit about where you are currently. Are you in your home country? Are you in the United States? What status are you on? What are your dreams? What are you looking to do? And we are here to understand and look at every single one story and really create those building blocks and that foundation that will then lead towards that solid ground. So let us know about where you are in the comments, and we would love to hear from you and help you also make your American dream come true like it has mine.
Exactly. American dream come true. It's for everyone.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
And it's alive and well.
Yeah.
And Connexus is here to make it happen.
Yeah, as I said, it is possible, people. It's really possible. Thank you very much for joining us. Just share this video with everyone who are looking for this kind of information, and we'll see you on the next video probably with Connexus too here. Okay. Thank you, Birgit.
New
Thank
program to be introduced, Vandrey.
you. Exactly. This is a new program right away. Thank you, guys. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.